one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was being unapologetically yourself. Because if you try to, you know, put on makeup, look like someone else, put on fake eyelashes, dress like someone you're not, try to impress people. Oh, I want the boys to talk to me. Oh, I want the girls to talk to me. Oh, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. You're not going to have a good time, and you'll never feel like yourself because you're always chasing someone you're not. And that's something you'll hear a lot, but from someone who's been down that path and, you know, tried to, I don't know, like I sort of have and I haven't. Like ever since I was young, I just always was myself, even at school. And people thought I was a weirdo. And you know, I made some really good friends, but you know, all the popular people who are now fake as, and looking back, I'm like, why did I ever think they were cool? They're not cool. They never will and never have been, because they were trying to be someone they're not. Well, I just was myself. I didn't care. I dressed how I wanted to dress. I wore steel caps and trackies and wore a shirt and a tea cozy beanie. I still do that now. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I speak the way I want to speak. You know, I'm not an asshole, not all the time, but you know, I be myself. I get what tattoos I want. I do what I like. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. They're too busy trying to fit in the box of being someone else or looking like someone else or trying to be this, fit into this mold or fit into this label. But who cares? Because if you're you, the people who like you will eventually come to you. And sure, you know, if you're at school or uni or, you know, in a workplace and you're trying to impress certain people, you don't need to. Just be yourself, and the people who like you will be impressed by just you being you. Honestly, like even now, you know, I've been at a few different workplaces now, I've worked overseas, and just by being me, I've attracted, sure, I don't have a huge amount of friends, and I don't have a massive amount of friends like I used to, but when I actually think about it, I'm like, I actually do have a lot of friends. And all the friends that I have are people that are okay with me being me. And you know, every now and again, some of them will say something like, oh dude, what the hell? But they don't care. They honestly don't care. They accept me for who I am. They care about me. If push comes to shove, or even, you know, drop of a hat, they'll be there to help me. And they're the sort of people you want in your life. Like, you know, so many opportunities will come up in your life, like living here, working here. And you've just got to take those opportunities and not care about, oh, you know, I really want to do this in my life. Sure, there's something you really want to do in your life. Keep persisting. But if an opportunity comes up, a lot of people don't take risks. That's another thing I'll probably talk about in another video, but risk taking is so important. Like, I'm a massive risk taker, and you know, sometimes it's got me into trouble, but sometimes it's gotten me to places like this. You know, just taking a risk, taking an opportunity, like going to China. So many people said, why would you go to China? Oh, you're an idiot, don't go to China. You know, even when I was studying, when I did my first degree at uni, everyone's like, why are you doing an English degree? You're an idiot. And then look where I am now. Look what I'm doing now. I love it. I'm loving my life. Couldn't be happier. But a lot of people will put you down and tell you not to do the things you want to do. And sure, sometimes you don't want to take risks, but I'm telling you now, without risk comes no reward. And you need to take risks. And you need to be unapologetically yourself. Because if you're not you, who are you? You're just someone else. And sure, your sense of self will change over time. And you'll look back and go, oh, I'm a different person. I'm a different person to the me I was last year compared to 7 years ago. But if you keep being yourself, honestly, the rest of it will come. And the earlier you learn that, and the earlier you harness that, oh mate, honestly, like I'm no psychologist, but you know, they say that experience is the best teacher. And if there's something that experience taught me, it's honestly just take risks when you can, be yourself, and just don't care what other people think about you. Like, just don't care. I'm standing here holding a camera and people are looking at me. I don't care. I honestly don't care what they think. Or maybe they think I'm a weirdo. Cool, I don't care. I'm a weirdo. What's that gonna do? You know, every day at work, every day in my life, something happens. And I just choose not to care about it. I just choose to be myself and to move on. And sure, sometimes I get stuck on things and I think, oh, yeah, I get really upset by things, but I just let them go. What's the point of being upset by these silly little things? And I just let them go. And then before I realise it, there's so many silly things I'm holding on to. And there's no point. Fuck me, look where I live. What a place. Honestly, me a year ago, living in Kalgoorlie, teaching down in Kalgoorlie. Not that Kalgoorlie's a bad place. I mean, it's just a dusty mine site and the edge of the desert, but not there's anything wrong with it. The town's got a bit of character. I actually love the town, but looking there a year ago, just dealing with a lot of stuff, having a rough time, as you do at certain parts of your life. I look back now and I think the me back then would never have dreamt of being here. Also, would have loved to have been here. This was where I wanted to end up. Busselton was my dream destination. And a friend at the time, this time last year, was applying for jobs down here, and he's now down here teaching at another high school close by. But here I am. Never would have fucking dreamt of being here. Even me, bloody 7 years ago, when I had the roughest time in my life. If you know me well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But 7 years ago, I was having a rough time. I was not in a good place, and I never ever would have dreamt about living here, even though it's on my doorstep. It's not far from Perth. I'm raised in Perth, but honestly, I can't complain about how my life's panned out. You know, I've been through some stuff, we all do, but I've got to live in a few different countries in my life. Lived in America, although I can't remember that. I lived in China for a couple of years. I lived in New Zealand, though that was I didn't get to choose that one, but yeah, lived there. And then I'm back in Oz and living in good old Busso. How's the serenity, mate? How's the sunset? But I just thought I'd make a video because people say, oh, you don't post enough. To be honest, I don't really know what to post, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you should make philanthropy videos and give homeless people food. And you know, I'd rather do that out of the generosity of my own heart and not film it just for views or likes. You know, and I watched a video earlier today about the sensationalism of YouTube and social media. That a lot of people, you know, Mr. Beast, God bless you Mr. Beast, but you know, Mr. Beast and a lot of other people just sensationalize the hell out of YouTube and everything they do, and it's fake and it's not real. And I'd rather just make real videos and just be me. You know, I had so many ideas when I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I never actually knew which direction I wanted to go in. I never knew what I wanted to make, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to film. And I'm just kind of running with it and just seeing where it goes. Because I actually don't know. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of people have given me ideas, but just kind of running with it. See where it ends up. I'm just on my daily walk. It's one thing I neglected for a long time was exercise. But I'm back on the grind now. I seem to have periods where I do a lot of exercise, get pretty fit, drop some weight, and then, I don't know. It's not really an excuse really. Like I say, I get busy. It's true, I am busy. But, you know, what's half an hour out of a day? Honestly, what's half an hour out of a day? So I don't usually not wear my glasses, so it's kind of squinting, 'cause it's hard for me to see, but yeah, what's half an hour of a day? I even cycle to and from work, and that's an extra like 20 minutes. What's that? It's nothing. We get so focused on time. Oh, I got no time. We all have time. It's just about how you allocate time. All the time you allocate on social media. Recently I wouldn't say I gave up social media, but I'm not using Facebook or Snapchat at the moment, and it's freed up so much time. I didn't actually realise how much time I spent on those things. It's nuts how much time you actually spend wasting on things like, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube even. I spent hours on YouTube, and you know, yeah, I enjoy it and I like a lot of stuff that I watch, but it wouldn't make any difference to me if I did or didn't watch it. Like, sure, I gotta watch a lot of it to learn things, and YouTube's a good teacher, but some of it's just crap. And that's just trying to get out of the habit of just wasting time doing crap. And the more time you spend, you know, allocating your time to things that are actually beneficial to your life, if that's doing exercise or writing something, if you're an aspiring writer, or writing raps and practicing raps if you want to be a rapper, or skateboarding if you're a skateboarder, or swimming if you're a swimmer. There's so many things. Cooking, man. If you just spend time, the amount of times my mates go, "Oh, Rory, I haven't got time to cook." Bro, I work like 40, 50 hours a week and I still cook. You do. If you meal prepped, you don't have to cook every night. If you meal prep, or if you order a box of HelloFresh or do something, there's probably a way that you can find time to do these things, rather than saying, "Oh, don't you have time?" And that was the main thing I want to say to you guys was, allocate your time, do what you want to do, be who you are. I mean, people say, "Oh, I haven't found myself yet." That's true, you kind of do find yourself. I didn't know who I was, I do now. But you just got to be unapologetically yourself. And I don't mean don't be an asshole to people, but just be you. And one of the hardest things is not caring about people's reactions. Like, literally, people will say to you, "Oh, you're an idiot," or "You look like this," like me. I've no hair. I shaved my hair off because I got a receding hairline. I just embraced it. And everyone makes comments about it, and I don't care now. And a lot of the people who did make comments about it, they don't anymore, because I didn't react to it. If I reacted to it, then make more comments, because that's what they're trying to get out of me. But I literally just don't react to it, or I just act sarcastically, depending on the person. You always got to be careful about how you react and who you're reacting to. But most of the time I just ignore it. Honestly, don't care. And why do you have to be the one with the final say? Sometimes the bigger man or the bigger woman, or whatever gender you are, is the person who, backs down and doesn't respond. But if you're unapologetically yourself, do whatever you want to do, free up some time, guarantee you'll be loving your life a bit more. But some of these things take time, Like, I recently read a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Highly recommend it. I read it and I thought, what a waste of time. Like, it's a good book. I'm not gonna lie, but if you're like me and you already do those things, basically that book was me. I was like, that's me. That's how I act. And he's talking about the things I'm talking about now. Not caring about things. But not in a sense of not caring where you're like, you're an asshole to people. It's where you accept things and you move on from it. Like, I've got these massive scars in my face from when I had acne when I was a teenager. Yeah, sure, I do put some cream and lotion on, but I'm not gonna, go get surgery to get it removed or anything. I don't care, it's a part of who I am. I just move on. And yeah, sure, some people make comments about it, but a lot of those people have acne as well, so it's a bit rich, but I don't care. Like I said, people make comments about my hairline. I don't care. People make comments about the clothes I wear, how I smell, I mean, you gotta care a bit about how you smell, but apart from that, honestly, who cares? If you spend your whole life caring about other people and wasting your time, because that's why most people use social media. I think, anyway, my theory is people use it to look at other people's lives and to see, "Oh, that guy's life's so much better than me," or, "Oh, that's really cool what that guy's doing, I wish I could do that." But then people kind of get depressed about it. Like, a lot of people just spend time. You look at social media pages. People, even students at school, I have students who, like, there's nothing wrong with them. And they spend so much time trying to look better, trying to look prettier or more handsome or trying to look a particular way. What's the point? Like, there is no point. What are you achieving by that? It's just fake, and this whole world is fake. Like, you go on social media, even YouTube. I try to keep things as authentic as possible. Just walking down the street, film myself talking a load of rubbish. But like I talked about before, Mr. Beast, I can't remember, there's a bunch of other YouTubers, Logan Paul, there's a whole bunch of them who, they just sensationalize everything, and they make everything fake, and they do everything for views and for money, and I could do the same thing, but what do I get out of it? I'm not being me. And I just want to be unapologetically me. And I'm not doing this whole YouTube stint for money. It's just something I've wanted to do for years, and I put it off, and I thought, I'll do it. I don't care if I get 10 views on a video or 1,000 or more. Just do what I want to do and go from there. But anyway, if you're going to take anything out of the video, it's to A, free up your time, B, don't care about others, what others think about you, and 3, just be you. Just honestly, just be yourself.
Stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring.